Well, how are you today? Nice to be back with you on this Friday. And this morning, I'd just like to tell you the story of this watering can. I'm sure there's lots that's happened to this watering can, but the thing that happened to this watering can most recently was that it got lost. Helen was looking for it high and low. She looked all over the house. She looked in all the boxes. Couldn't remember if we've actually seen it since we moved 6 months ago. Felt she had, but just couldn't remember where. And there's just a few things that haven't really turned up after the move. I thought, is that one of them? Was the one box that just never quite made it? And yes, as of yesterday, she'd almost given up, I think. Okay, where can I get another little indoor watering can or whatever she uses it for? I'm not a gardener. I can't. No idea what plant she particularly uses it for. But then this morning she said, "I found it." Oh, where did you find it? Well, it was in the utility room, just where I'd looked for it yesterday. She said, I'm convinced that it was hiding somewhere in the utility room, just waiting till I wasn't looking, to sneak out, put it back on the work surface, get itself on the work surface, and say, "Yeah, here I am." But of course, we know that actually what more likely happened was that it was there all the time, and she'd looked, but she hadn't seen. And it just that question of looking but not seeing is just what I wanted to reflect on for a couple of minutes this morning. Because don't we so often think we've looked somewhere for something, think we've tried something, and our minds convince us that we've tried everything. But actually, it's not the thing that's misleading us, it's our own minds. And sometimes we need to look back at the places we've looked before, not just when we're looking for a watering can that we've lost, but maybe we're looking for an answer to a question. I think we do this particularly, don't we, with God's truth. We think, "Oh, I've tried that. That's no good. I've got to sort this out by myself." And God says, "Just come back." Sometimes we turn back to something in the Bible we've read before and see, oh yes, that's what it's about. Or maybe it's something bigger that we just thought that God wasn't interested. We turn back to him and find that he's been there all the time. It's just us who've convinced ourselves that he's not there. He doesn't care. I was reading today in the book of Hebrews, the book I'm working through at the moment on my own, and it's just talking about a message is no use if you don't combine hearing the message with faith. It's like on Facebook or whatever, you scroll through loads of posts, and some of them make you laugh, and some of them you forward on to others because you think they might have used somebody else. But some, you say, "Yeah, I need to know that. I'll take action on it." And that's when you combine it with faith, and that's when it changes your life, or maybe not for a Facebook page, but with God's word. If we combine hearing it with faith that it really is the word of a God who loves us from the bottom of our heart, bottom of his heart, and with everlasting, never giving up, never running out, never failing love, we might discover it was there all the time, and he's only waiting for us to see and hear and take note. And God bless you this Friday and this weekend.